Good morning. Today's topic is how do organisms reproduce. First question, what is tissue culture? In tissue culture, new plants are grown by removing tissue or separating cells from the growing tip of a plant, right? So, in tissue culture, new plants are grown. We can grow new plants by removing tissues from the growing tip of a plant. That means growing tip of a plant means either we can remove from the shoot tip or from the root tip. Then second question, in the process of tissue culture, the cells of a plant are placed in an artificial medium where they divide rapidly to form a small group of cells or callus. That the cells divide, right, and it is called as the callus. So, third question, the callus is transferred to another medium containing dash for growth and differentiation. Hormones, growth hormones. Once the callus, the cells divides, it forms the callus. So, we are transferring the callus to the next medium that contains the growth hormones. Then fourth question, using tissue culture, many plants can be grown from one parent in dash conditions, disease free conditions. If the parent is disease free, we will get a large number of young ones with disease free conditions. Then fifth question, the technique of tissue culture is commonly used for dash plants, ornamental plants, because in ornamental plants it is easy for the tissue culture and it is a rare variety. We can grow easily, we can grow many number of plants by using tissue culture. Sixth question, the thread-like structures that develop on a moist bread are called the dash of the bread mold. Rhizopus, right? Bread mold is nothing but the rhizopus. Then the hyphae. The hyphae is the thread-like structures which is present on the moist bread, Branch-like structures is called as the hyphae. Seventh question, the tiny blob on a stick structures is in rhizopus which contains spores are involved in the process of reproduction. The tiny blob-like structures which is present in the rhizopus or the fungi is called as the sporangium. So, inside the sporangium the spores will be there, right. So, the spores is used for reproduction. So, the tiny blob on a stick structures in rhizopus which contains spores are involved in the process of reproduction. Eighth question, when new generations are created from a single individual, it is known as dash reproduction, that is asexual reproduction. So, here when new generations are produced from a single individual, single parent is involved, that is called as asexual reproduction. In sexual reproduction, two parents are involved. Ninth question, how does binary fission differ from multiple fission? In binary fission, the parent cell divides itself into two equal and identical daughter cells. It is the most common form of reproduction in prokaryotes such as bacteria. In multiple fission, a single parent cell is divided into many daughter cells. So, binary fission means bi means two. If the mother cell or the parent cell divides into two daughter cells, it is called as binary fission. Multiple fission, multi means many. If the mother cell divides itself into many number of young ones or many daughter cells, it is called as multiple fission. Then 10th question, why is DNA copying an essential part of the process of reproduction? DNA are the carriers of genetic information. For an organism to produce its own kind, it becomes necessary that the offspring get similar DNAs as in parents. DNA replication is the way through which a cell makes additional copies of DNA so that they can be transferred to the offspring. So, DNA is the genetic material which is carrying all the characters which the parents are having. It has to be transported to the next generation. So, the young ones have to resemble the parents. So, DNA copying is essential. Then only the species, the continuation of the species or the stability of the species should be maintained, right. Thank you.